That is 14 plus 14, that is 28%. Okay. So, good morning to everyone. Let's start today chapter financial planning exercise 4.2. We will see what is input tax credit, ITC. I stands for input, T stands for tax, C stands for credit. Okay. So let's see what is input tax credit. GST is levied and collected at every stage of trading. You know what is trading, correct? From manufacturer to the consumer. When anything is collected or you go to shop and purchase anything, so you have to give the tax which was present in that thing. When trades pay GST at the time of purchased, called as a input tax. Purchase means they, so that is input tax. Correct, na? So traders to purchase anything, whatever the shopkeepers are there, they have to purchase. Correct, traders. So they have to purchase. That is the input tax, and he collects the time of sale, which is called as output tax. And when that shopkeepers or traders sells that things, they collect GST from the consumer. That is called as output tax. Sales means give out. Okay, so they sales means output tax. So when you purchase, who purchase? Traders. When the traders purchase, that is the input. When the consumer purchase or when the trader sells, relate to traders. When the traders purchase, it is input tax, and taking the benefit, more money, then they sell. That is the output tax. Okay. At the time of paying GST to the government, a trader deduct the input from the output tax. Okay. So, and pay the remaining tax. This deduction of input tax is called as a input tax credit. This deduction of input tax is called as a input credit. GST payable is output tax minus ITC, means input tax. Okay, GST is equal to output tax minus input tax. So remember this formula, again I am repeating. GST is equal to output tax minus input tax. Is it clear? Output tax is greater than input tax. Okay. Let's start practice set 4.2. First question. Chetna store paid total GST of rupees 1,500,000. Okay. 1,500,000 at the time of purchase, collected GST of rupees 1,22,500 at the time of sale. During 1st of July 2017 to 31st July 2017. Find the GST payable by Chetna store. Okay, means Chetna store. How many? What is the amount that he have paid? Okay, that we have to see. First of all, we will see what the tax collected at the time of sale, means that is output tax, correct? So we will see what is the output tax and then what is the input tax and subtract it. Is it clear? First of all, we should know what is the output tax, that is tax collected at the time of sale. And then we should know it is given. Correct, na? Output tax is also given, input tax is also given in the question. Yes or no? Read the question properly. Correct. Read the question properly. Read it 2-3 times. So you will know. Here it is said that Chetna store paid total GST of rupees 1,500,000 at the time of purchase and collected GST rupees 1,22,500 at the time of sale. Correct? So if you read the question properly, then you will know what is the output tax and tax. Okay? Then we will know what is the GST. Is it clear? So you are ready? Then come with me. Let's see. Tax collected at time of sale, that is we call as a output tax. So output tax is equal to 1,22,500. Correct? Let's see what is tax collected at the time of purchase, that is input tax. So let's see what is the input tax, that is rupees 1,500,000. Is it clear? Next, what is GST now? What is GST now? Yes, correct. Output tax minus ITC. Yeah, output tax minus input tax. Very good. So GST payable is equal to tax collected at the time of sale minus tax collected at the time of purchase. Means GST is equal to output tax minus input tax. Is it clear? Now substitute the value of output tax and input tax and then you subtract it. What you will get? Correct. Many students are writing. Good. Very good. So simple it is. So rupees 1,22,500 minus 1,500, that is equal to rupees 22,000. So GST payable is 22,000 by Chetna store. Is it clear? Clear to everyone? Up to here you understood? Just type understood. Okay, good. Let's move to the question number 2nd. Okay. There also same type of question is there. Nazma is proprietor of a firm registered under the GST. She has paid GST of rupees 12,500 on purchase and collected rupees 14,750 on sale. What is the amount of ITC to be claimed? What is the amount of GST payable? Okay. So, can you tell me what is the input tax here? Read the question properly. Can you tell me what is the input tax? Correct. Very good. Sanskriti has given the answer. Very good. RN also given. Okay. So, input tax is 12,500. What is the output tax? What is the output tax? Correct. Very good. Neha has given the answer. Very good, Neha. So we know input tax, we know output tax. So can you tell me what is the GST payable? GST payable first, so that I can show you the slide now. Yes, very good. Khushi. Now subtract it. Riya, subtract it fast. Yes, very good. Let's see. So, we know that the input tax means tax collected at the time of purchase is 12,500. So, amount of ITC to be claimed by Nazma is 12,500. And then tax collected at sale, that is output tax, is 14,750. 50. So GST payable is equal to output tax minus input tax. Many students have given the formula. So you should know this. GST payable is equal to output tax minus input tax. Now substitute the value there. We know output tax, we know input tax. So we will subtract it. That is 14,750 minus 12,500. So what you will get? You will get equal to rupees 2,250. Correct? Yes. So the amount of GST payable by Nazma is 2,250. Okay? At the end, you will write down. Thus, the amount of GST payable by Nazma is 2,250 because we have to write the answer at the end. Okay? Whether it is a small question or big question, but you have to write down the answer at the end. Okay? Now, question number third. We will move to the question number third. Okay? You are ready? Okay, come with me now. Amir Enterprises chocolate sauce bottle and paid GST of rupees 3,800. Okay. So what is the input here now? Tax. Yes. So input tax is 3,800 because purchased chocolate sauce bottle and paid GST of rupees 3,800. Okay. So input tax is equal to 3,800, correct? He sold those bottles to Akbari Brothers and collected GST of rupees 4,100. So what is the 4,100 rupees? That is the output tax. 4,100 is what? It is the output tax. So what will be the GST payable by Amir Enterprises? Okay, good. So simple question it is. Correct, na? Now you understood, I think. Everyone. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Solution should be written. Correct? Let's see. Come. Tax collected at the time of tax collected by Amir Enterprises at the time of purchase that we called as a input tax, 3,800. Tax collected by Amir Enterprises at the time of sale, that is output tax, is 4,100. And we know GST payable by Amir Enterprises is what? Output tax minus input tax. Correct? Output tax minus input tax. Now substitute the value of output tax and input tax and subtract it fast. Yes, Neha, good. So we know that output tax is 4,100 and input tax is 3,800. So 4,100 minus 3,800, that is rupees 300. Correct? So up to here you understood fully? Okay, good. Okay. Let's see. Next question means it's part only. Okay. CGST is equal to SGST payable by the Amir Enterprises. CGST is equal to SGST. Okay. That is 300 upon 2 because 300 is the GST. So CGST will be 300 upon 2, that is 150. Correct? Now tax collected by Akbari brother at the time of purchase. Okay. Tax collected by Akbari brothers at the time of purchase is given. Okay. That is 4,100. Okay. Now tax collected by Akbari brothers at the time of sale. Tax collected by the Akbari brothers at the time of sale. That is 4,500. It is given 4,500. So GST payable by Akbari brothers. First we have seen the Amir Enterprises. Now we are seeing the Akbari brothers. Correct? So GST payable by Akbari brothers is equal to output tax minus input tax. Correct? Yes, very good. So GST payable by the Akbari brothers is equal to output tax minus input tax. So 4,500 minus 4,100, that is equal to 400 rupees. Okay. Now we have to find out the CGST payable by Akbari brothers, CGST and SGST. Correct? What he paid the GST, but from this GST, how much amount he has given to the central government, how much amount is given to the state governments. CGST means tax paid to the central government. SGST means tax paid by the state government. Correct? So CGST payable by Akbari brothers is equal to SGST payable by the Akbari brothers is equal to 400 upon 2. We know that CGST is equal to SGST. Okay, that is 200 rupees. So 200, Akbari brothers paid 200 rupees to the state government, means in the form of tax, and to the central government in the form of tax. Correct? Okay. Now shall we move to the question number 4? Sure. Again here percentage will be asked. I have asked the percentage of your marks, correct na? In our previous lecture. But many students have remained on that time. Correct? Yes, Aryan, you have given your mark percentage that day? No. Then put it now. Solve it and give it to me first. I want to. Fast. How to find out percentage in max? Max exam you have got the marks, na? Max 1 and max 2. Add it. And tell me what is your percentage in chat box only. Fast. Okay. Damesh has written. Good Damesh. Okay. Because percentage, I want to revise it how you have to find out. I want to see, but I found that many students know how to find out the percentage. It is good. Now again here we are going to find out the percentage. Okay. Let's see the question number 4. I will tell you how to find out the percentage again. No problem is there. Malik Gas Agency that is present in Chandigarh, which is an union territory, purchased some gas cylinders for industrial use for rupees 24,500 and sold them local customer for rupees 26,500. Find the GST to be paid at the rate of 5% and hence the CGST and UTGST to be paid for this transaction. Okay? And you know that for union territory there is UTGST because it is union territory. So it is written as UTGST instead of SGST. Okay? Okay. So first of all we should know what is it. That is tax paid at the time of purchase. Correct? So can you tell me what is the input tax here? We have to find out the input tax. We have to find out the input tax because input tax is 5% of 24,500. What is the input tax? Input tax is the 5% of rupees 24,500. Yes, 5% of. 5% means what? 5 upon 100 into 24,500. Correct. Calculate it fast. Yes, like this way. Very good. Ria, have done properly with the step also. Others are just writing the answer. Okay, let's see. Input tax. Okay. So input tax, that is tax paid at the time of purchase, is 5% of rupees 24,500. 5% means what? 5 upon 100 into 24,500. So 0 will be cancelled. Correct? 0 will be cancelled. What remain now? 5 into 245. 5 into 245. Multiply fast. So when you multiply 5 into 245, you will get rupees 1,225. That is 1,225. Is it clear? Yes. Now we have to see what is the output tax now. That is tax paid at the time of sale. Correct? That is also 5% of 26,500. 5% of what? 26,500. It is given that 26,500. It is mentioned. Sold them to the local customer for rupees 26,500. We know that output tax is greater than input tax. Correct, na? So 5% of rupees 26,500. So calculate it now fast. 5% means what? 5 upon 100 into 26,500. The 20 will be cancelled, as you know that. Correct? This 20 will be cancelled. What remains? 5 into 265. Multiply 5 into 265 first. Multiply 5 into 265. You will get 1,325. Very good. You will get 1,325. So everyone had multiplied properly. I am seeing that by most of the students giving the answer. Okay, means you are studying at home and you are ready with your pen, pencil and notebook so that any type of calculation when given to you, you can solve it. Correct, Hiral? Okay. Okay. Let's start the next step. Okay. So we know what is input tax and what is output tax. Now we have to find out what we have to find out. Yes, very good. We have to find out GST. And GST, you know how to find out. That is output tax minus input tax. Correct? We know output tax, we know input tax. Okay? Let's see. GST payable is equal to output tax minus input tax. And we know output tax, we know input tax. Substitute the value and subtract it fast. Very good. 1,325 minus 1,225. That is equal to rupees 100. Very good. So we know what is GST. Now we have to find out CGST and UTGST. Correct, na? And we know that CGST is equal to half of GST. Correct? Or you can say that CGST is equal to UTGST, which is equal to half of GST. Correct, na? Let's see. Thus, the GST payable by Malik Gas Agency is rupees 100 and CGST is equal to TGST, which is equal to half of GST. Is it clear? So 100, half of 100 is what? Correct? Yes, many students have written. Yes, yes. Very good. That is equal to rupees 50. Thus, the CGST payable by the Malik Gas Agency is rupees 50 and the UTGST payable by the Malik Gas is also rupees 50 because we know that CGST is equal to UTGST. Okay. So up to here you understood? Sure. Okay, very good. Let's see question number 5. You are ready? Yes, then come with me now. We will see the question number 5. MS Beauty products paid 18% GST on cosmetic worth of rupees 6,000 and sold to customer for rupees 10,000. Purchased 18% GST on that product. Okay, the cost is that 6,000 and sold to a customer for rupees 10,000. Then we have to find out what is GST and what is the CGST and SGST. Okay, shown in the tax invoice. Okay. Okay, now we have to see what is, because percentage is given here, Bhumi, here percentage is given. So we have to see, suppose we want to find out input tax, then 18% of input tax. Okay. And if you want to find out the output tax, then 18% of output tax. Is it clear? The amount which is less, that is the input tax, and the amount which is greater, that is the output tax. Correct? Okay, let's see now. Input tax is equal to 18% of rupees 6,000. 18% of 6,000. 18% means what? 18 upon 100 into 100, 6,000. 18 upon 100 into 6,000. Correct? Now calculate it fast. So what will remain? 0, 0 will be cancelled. Correct? 18 into 60. That is equal to 1080. Means 1080 rupees. That is the input. Okay. Now you are ready to find out the output tax. What is that? Yes, very good. That is 18% of rupees 10,000. Correct? 18% of rupees 10,000. So 18% means what? 18 upon 100 into 10,000. So simple it is. Correct? So do it fast. Yes. So 2020 cancel. So what will remain? 18 into 100. So when 18 is multiplied by 100, it becomes 1,800. Is it clear? So we know input, we know output tax. Correct? Yes or no? So you are ready for now. ITC for beauty product is 1080, means input tax. Okay. GST now. How to find out the GST now? You know the formula. Correct. That is GST is equal to output tax minus input tax. Okay. GST is equal to output tax minus Input tax. You know the value of output tax. You know the value of ITC, input tax credit. That is 1800 minus 1080. So it is rupees 720. So GST is what? Rupees 720. Now we have to find out CGST and SGST. So CGST is equal to SGST, which is equal to half of GST. Correct? So find out half of GST. So 720 upon 2. Okay. So CGST is equal to SGST is equal to half of GST. So we know what is GST. So divide the GST by 2. Okay. So what you will get? You will get rupees 360. Correct. As many students are writing. Very good students. Means you are concentrating also, you are understanding also step by step, and you are solving also. At a time you are doing many things. If you understand, then only you can solve. Correct? Okay, very good. So we can say that 360 is the CGST and SGST. Okay? As you know that 4.3 from page number, I given that from where to where the page number is reduced in this year only. Okay? Yes or no? From page number 97 to 108, that part is reduced. Okay? So I think 4.3 is also present between 97 to 108. So we are going to do 4.3. Is it clear? We will start directly 4.4. In that some basic things also omitted, but we will do that basic things. Is it clear? Okay, you are ready now? Share. A share is the smallest unit of the capital. Capital means the investment amount, money. Okay. So a share is the smallest unit of that capital. The value of share is printed on the company's certificate with other details, and it is called the share certificate. So we should, I think you have heard this share. Correct, na? Can you tell me any name? Yes, yes. Very good. So we will do this share from, I want to give some basic, it is also present on page number 98, but some, we will just revise only in short, not more than that, because this part is omitted and it will not come in the exam. Omitted means reduced for this year only, okay? Reduced for your this year, because this we are learning online exams, so government had reduced 25% portion from the textbook. So it is present on page number 98, but I want to give some information so that when we solve exercise 4.4, on that time you should know something. Okay? So share is the small unit of the capital. Okay? Shareholder. A person who owns the share, means buy the share, is called a shareholder. Is it clear? Okay. A person who owns the share is called as a shareholder. The shareholder is a part of owner of the company. The shareholder is a part of the owners of the owner of that company in the proportion of number of share he or she have. Okay. Stock exchange. Let's see what is a stock exchange. Have you heard the stock exchange name? Yes. What is done there? What is done there? Yes, very good. Buying and selling of shares means you're yes, very good. So it is a place where buying and selling of shares takes place. Correct? It is a place where buying and selling of shares takes place. Okay, that is a stock exchange. It is a place where buying and selling of shares takes place. It is also known as a share market. Okay, what it is called as a share market or stock market. Equity market or capital market. Is it clear? That is a stock exchange. Okay. Okay, so you have here heard shareholder and stock exchange. Now we will see what is face value, market value, that we are going to see. Face value, in short we can write FV. The value printed on the share certificate is called the face value. Okay, the value printed on the share certificate is called as a face value of the share. It is also called nominal values or printed value or par value. Is it clear? So face value, the value printed on the share certificate is called as a face value in short. And market value, the price at which the share are sold or purchased in the stock market, that is the market value. The price at which the shares are sold or purchased in the stock market is called as a market value of that share. Is it clear? Now let's see what is the comparison between face value and market value. Okay, because some term is there when we are comparing, when MV is greater than FV and MV is equal to FV and MV means market value, MV is less than FV is face value. So let's see the comparison of face value and market value. It is clear. This is page number 100 and this is also reduced part, but just to give some small information to you, you should know. Okay. So when we are comparing the face value and market value, if market value is greater than face value, then the share is called as a at premium. And when market value is equal to face value, then the share is called at par. And if market value is less than face value, then the share is at discount. Is it clear? So premium, par and discount. Three things we have to see. Is it clear? Okay. So you understood what is face value, market value. Okay. Yes or no?
Hi to everyone. Have a nice day. Yes. Take care. Stay home. Stay safe. Yes. Have a nice day to you.